Iraqi Dinar Guru Opinions, 1st of December 2025. Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. The 1st of December 2025 Newshound Guru Claire article. U.S. Deputy Secretary of State arrives in Baghdad. Quote, U.S. Deputy Assistant Secretary of State for Resources Michael Regas arrived in the Iraqi capital on a visit aimed at strengthening the partnership between Baghdad and Washington, and supporting joint efforts to promote sovereignty, stability and prosperity in the country. The 1st of December 2025 Intel Guru Frank 26, Iraq Boots on the Ground Report, Firefly. The television is showing the American delegation will be in Baghdad within the next 72 hours. They're saying on television this delegation from America consists of the Deputy Secretary of State. Also coming will be the Federal Reserve, the U.S. Treasury officers, all of them. Also the Treasury officers of the War Department. This is a huge delegation coming, political, military and financial. They broke it down to us. It's interesting they're coming in the time of the currency mechanism. Frank. Yeah, it's interesting, but it's not like it's a coincidence. It's not like it's an accident. Why the War Department? That's who you're going to pay. The 1st of December 2025 Intel Guru Mark Z, via PDK, in Vietnam, conference promotes ISO 20022 in interbank payment system. They will be using blockchain to block, manage and move funds. I think this one is important. This technology is being put into place and Vietnam is on board. They are still under huge pressure internationally to increase the value of their currency, to balance trade. The 1st of December 2025 Newshound, Intel Guru MNT Goat article quote, there is a great understanding between the Ministry of Finance and the central bank. Noting that, the central bank has refused more than once to tamper with the exchange rate, and the next government should stay away from the exchange rate and not manipulate it. Yes, this is the part that really scares me, in that the result of this next election they put in some idiot into the office of Prime Minister who then proceeds to kill everything good that al-Sudani and the CBI has accomplished. Since Iraq is now on the verge of going forward with the final stages of the plan to reinstate, this would not be a good thing for us investors to watch happen. So, we carefully watch this election cycle play out and pray that al-Sudani or someone like him is the next prime minister. Also that they can move on the next government quickly. November 30, 2025 Intel Guru Frank 26 Sudani said he's introducing a financial mechanism on December 1st. It's okay with me. How about you? November 30, 2025 Newshound Guru Claire article. The Central Bank of Iraq is developing a plan to increase the country's gold reserves. Quote, economic expert Manar al-Obaidi stated, the issue of changing the exchange rate of the Iraqi dinar, which has been widely discussed recently, must be discussed from a scientific economic perspective and away from populist proposals. November 30, 2025 Newshound Guru Militiaman drop the 3 zeros. Apply the real effective exchange rate, and that's where the AAD, Arab Accounting Dinar, the official unit of account for the Arab Monetary Fund, comes in. And they do a managed float. They'll be able to defend the currency because they have gold, they have oil, they have all the non-oil revenue streams. They have all this worked out. November 30, 2025 Newshound Guru Samson article. A delegation from Michigan, USA, visits Basra to discuss cooperation and city twinning. November 30, 2025 Newshound Guru Sandy Ingram. There is deep concern that the oil prices have dropped after news of a peace agreement between Ukraine and Russia. Article. Oil prices sink as Ukraine agrees to peace deal. This is Iraq's worst nightmare because the budget and Iraq's economic well-being is tied to the oil revenue. When prices drop, that's serious. Oil prices dropped to between $59 and $61 a barrel. Iraq needs oil to be about $80 plus per barrel to be financially secure. Article quote. The IMF, the budget break-even oil price has jumped to $84 per barrel. $60 is real serious. That peace deal would provide more oil in the market, a market that is already oversupplied. November 30, 2025 Intel Guru Frank 26 The tactics that you're seeing right now from the CBI is actually part of the monetary reform plan. Who's the author of the monetary reform? Dr. Shabibi. As much as they're playing tennis with our emotions, it's actually vital. To serve the monetary reform false information. Remember when Blue Star asked Dr. Shabibi at the United Nations Chamber of Commerce, "When are you going to add value to your currency?" And he said, "Well, John, when we have security and stability, but if I knew when we were going to do it I wouldn't tell you." It's very reassuring. November 30, 2025 Newshound, Intel Guru FNULNUI have researched and vetted all the claims of TV commercials, press releases, and so-called articles. There is no talk of an RV among all the relevant parties, agencies, and leaders. One day the RV will take shape, but it is not going to be this year. November 30, 2025 Newshound Guru Claire article. Savaya receives orders from Trump before heading to Iraq. Quote, Mark Savaya, the U.S. President's envoy to Iraq, stated on Friday that he received his assignment orders from the Commander-in-Chief of the U.S. Armed Forces, Donald Trump. Savaya wrote in a post on the X platform that he received those orders regarding Iraq during the meeting he had with the U.S. President on the occasion of Thanksgiving. Trump's envoy to Iraq did not elaborate on the details of those orders. November 30, 2025 Newshound Guru Militiaman. There's a thing called the FATF, the Financial Action Task Force grade list. Review could take Iraq completely off this watch list is scheduled for the first part of 2026. But it is not a prerequisite for a revaluation, it's all coming together on schedule. November 30, 2025 Intel Guru Frank 26 Kuwait, 1991, 2 weeks before they did an RV, before they came out with a new rate, their central bank released new note verification guides. That's what we're expecting. We call them the bulletin board so the citizens wouldn't panic when the old notes suddenly became 1,000 times the street value. That was 1991. Germany in 1948. Rentenbank published Currency Exchange Procedures 10 days before the DM launched so that the public would know exactly how to walk in and trade their worthless paper for real currency. China back in 2015, the PBOC issued offshore CNH handling instructions 72 hours before the stealth depegging. These scenarios have happened many times in the past. November 30, 2025 Intel, Newshound Guru Mark Z. Via PDK, people are expecting it, RV, at any moment. All of them say we are in a very short window, so I am excited. Many are looking for between December 2nd to January 2nd right now. November 30, 2025 Newshound, Intel Guru MNT Goat article. The central bank settles the debate. There is no intention to amend the exchange rate of the Iraqi dinar. This means no intention to devalue the dinar, get it? Listen to the full version on the official dinarreport.com website and become our supporter on Patreon. Source: IraqiDinarChat.net